Hey, everybody, you know who it is. Um, you're only a few days away, people. A few days away where you guys are going to give your consent to evil. That's exactly what you're doing, folks. You're giving your consent to either party. They're both the same parties of evil. They're the same side of they're two different sides of the same coin. They're birds of the feathers of the same bird. Um, Leaves from the same tree, whatever you want to call it, people. The Republicans are no different than the Democrats. No different. How do you think the elitists have kept control for so long? Do you think it's just something they thought of 20 years ago to take over the government of the United States? Because they took over the government of the United States in the late 1800s, early 1900s, changed it into a corporation, people. This government is not who you think it is. You guys think they've given you such an illusion that you have a choice and that you are free, that you believe it. And you believe that this voting gives you a choice. And I can tell you right now, people, the first thing that proves that's wrong is the fact that they allow it. If it wasn't simply an illusion to you, making you believe you have a choice, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. That's how they get your consent, people. All they need is 51% in a democracy. All they need is 51% of the brain dead, mask wearing morons to vote for them, and they get control of the whole country. That's what a democracy is. That's why you have no freedoms under a democracy. It's mob rule. It just simply amazes me the people that claim to have a high school diploma and don't know this. And there's many more people that's got college degrees, maybe even more than one, and they don't know this. Why? Because the government don't want you to know it. So when you go to their colleges and their public school systems, you're going to be dumbed down to believe something different. Just like you've been convinced that they've been to the moon with absolutely no proof whatsoever that they've ever done it, other than some video the same guy that shot 2001 Space Odyssey shot, and you guys are convinced these videos were being taken on the moon. Let me ask you, folks, there wasn't no Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or nothing back then. The shot that they got of the camera that's sitting on the moon when the lander landed, how did that happen? Because there was cameras outside the ship as Neil Armstrong came down and took that one small step for mankind, one giant leap for man, or one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. There was cameras out on the outside the ship, and you believe he just landed? Come on, people. If you listen to the story, they tell you about it. Neil says he had to take control of the ship because where it was going to land, they were going to wreck, crash. So he had to take control, and he had to crank up on the jet to blast the rockets to blast them up, keep them from crashing, and used up almost every drop of fuel before they got it landed, almost landed on empty. Now look at those prestige pictures they have of the lander sitting on the moon, and the moon dust still up underneath the lander. If that rocket was blasting hard, before they landed, there'd be a crater there and no moon dust would be laying there. It would all be floating in in the vacuum of space. You people just blow my mind. And then this COVID crap, you guys are going to let them keep pushing it, keep pushing it. You're going to wear them masks. They're already talking about 5 years now. 5 years before they let you take that mask off, even with vaccines. Even with vaccines. You people just going to go right along with it because the government knows best. The CDC wouldn't lie to me, and WHO wouldn't lie to me, and they didn't. They told you the mask won't protect you from no viruses. It states it right on the mask. But you still wear them. These damn the mandates that these governors put out. Most of them stated that they were just for restaurants, bars, and places that serve drinks and food. It wasn't every damn place you go to. No, these stores and stuff, these other places that have decided to put that mandate in place in their stores did it on their own because they believe the lies. Now, people, we're a year into this right now here today, or I think they said November it started, October or November. This started last year. So we're a year into it right now, and the numbers still don't make a pandemic, even if you go by the world numbers, and I ain't going to call it the global numbers because that's ignorant. The world numbers don't even make it a pandemic. Even if the world numbers was in America, only America, it still wouldn't be a pandemic. The worldwide numbers, if that stood for just the USA, it would still not make for a pandemic when we have 340 million people in this country. But you people keep wearing the mask. Well, now you got this election coming up. And I don't know, I always thought the Constitution was always protected. Was always protected according to the veterans, the oath takers, oath keepers, 3%ers, the cops, the military. All these guys supposedly swear an oath to that Constitution and to protect it. But this election in 2020 saying if you vote for the Democrats, we're going to get a socialist government. And other people say that Trump's racist. I don't get that, but okay. Both of these things are stupid, people. Since when would our representatives decide without asking us, which they've been doing that forever, but how can they call themselves our representatives, for one thing? They don't represent us. I have never been asked anything, what I felt on anything. It doesn't matter because I don't have a bunch of money to line somebody's pockets with, so they don't give two shits about what I think. You people think you have a choice. They're proving to you you don't have a choice. And you're telling them, okay, we'll do whatever you say. I seen these people, this video of these people yelling at this guy that he didn't have a mask on, he should have one on. He went over and asked him why. The people looked at him and said, well, because everybody else is. So you should too. That sounds logical. So if everybody else is cutting their throats, then I should too. If everybody else jumping off a bridge, then I should too. That's the stupidest shit I ever heard in my life, people. And you guys are still shoving these things on your kids. On your kids. People, the smartest thing you could do at this election, and you only got 3 days left. Smartest thing you could do is vote. None of the above. None of the above. Because it ain't going to matter either one. If Trump wins or if Biden wins, it ain't going to matter. You're still going to get the shit end of the stick. It doesn't matter. Trump's a liar. Biden's a perverted, ignorant moron. But like Trump told you, don't listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Watch my actions. Well, $3 trillion action he took his first year in, gave the government a raise. This year, he slapped $6.2 trillion at COVID alone. And then I just heard something else the other day, $2.3 trillion he threw, at the military. Another $2.3 trillion he signed over to the military to get everybody new uniforms and everything. So those three things, people, in 4 years, those three things, 6.2 plus 3 is 9, plus 10, 11, you're looking at almost $12 trillion in those three things. Three things. That's not counting any other money he gave to anybody else. And we know he gave billions of more dollars to NASA. It's ridiculous, people. Like he said, don't listen to the words coming out of his mouth. Look at his actions. $13 trillion he put you and I and everybody in this country and everybody that's going to be born in this country in debt to the federal government, over and above what Obama did, what all the other clown presidents did before that. And you guys keep just hanging on to that. Oh, you got to go vote. If you don't vote, you can't bitch. To hell, if I don't vote, I don't have a dog in your fight. I can bitch about both sides. And I do. That's what this whole country, the mentality of this country. If you're a Steelers fan, it doesn't matter if they cheat to win, just as long as they win. If you're a freaking the Intimidator, what's his damn name? Dale Earnhardt. If you was a Dale Earnhardt fan, it didn't matter that he fucking run people into the walls and shit and cheat. And it's exactly how he died. Just the fact that if all you wanted is him to win. Didn't matter he had to cheat to do it. That's our mentality in this country, people. You guys get on a team Biden. You're going to cheat like hell, do whatever you can to win. Get on Team Trump, you're going to do the same damn thing. You guys want to be on those kind of teams? Be on them. Don't try to drag my ass into the shit. But don't cry when your country's not great again, because it ain't never going to be. Your country's done. You guys left it sitting all by itself and somebody else moved in. You don't care. Good job. Good job, America. Good job, vets. Good job, cops. Good job, oath takers. Oath keepers, 3%. Good job, all of you. Good job. A few days away, see what happens when neither side backs down and you have a damn civil war, Democrats against Republicans. Bring that shit to my door, I dare you. Democrat or Republican. Start a civil war over this shit. Because you people are so freaking stupid. I don't even know how most of you people even find the floor in the morning when you get out of bed. Because I don't think you got enough brain power to do it. You got a sign, arrows pointing down, somebody grabbing your feet and pushing them down, something to get out of bed, because you don't know which way's up if you guys are going to hang with this two-party paradigm. You don't know which way's up, and you don't even have a clue at what you got coming. It's coming. And it's right around the bend. Watch and see. Prove me wrong. Well, that's my rant for today, folks. 3-4 days away, you guys will be running down there to vote. Oh, you'll have that little "I voted today" sticker on your chest. It ought to say, "I gave evil consent today." I gave evil consent today. That's what that sticker should say. Every one of you that got up off your asses finally and voted, it ought to say, "I gave consent to evil today," right on your chest or right on your forehead, because that's all you're doing, giving consent. Let's see how that works out for you, folks. Let's see how it works out for you. May God bless us all, because we're all going to need it. That's for sure. Good day.